Hello, I'm Dr. Hafeez, and today I'm going to be talking about the quality improvement project that we have undertaken at University Hospital of Leicester. The project is to improve the efficiency of hematology junior doctor working by reducing the ad hoc group and safe sample request. Why did we do this project? We know blood transfusion is one of the most important intervention happening on hematology. One of the prerequisites for it is to have a group and safe sample, and we know that a group of safe sample is only valid for 72 hours. On the day of the transfusion, if we don't have a valid group and safe, this leads to delay in the transfusion, and the junior doctor has to do a group and safe, and obviously the patient has to be bled twice in that day. Hence, we introduced the change that will improve the time management of the junior doctors and will have a positive impact on the patient care as well. The change we proposed was to introduce a scheduled venipuncture for group and safe sampling during regular phlebotomy round in the morning twice a week. That would be Tuesdays and Fridays, and preemptive filling of forms a day before by junior doctors. We used the SMART aim. It was to improve the time management of doctors on hematology ward by reducing the number of venipunctures done for group and safe sampling to 0% from February 2020 as baseline till May 2020. By introduction of scheduled venipuncture by phlebotomists. The measures that we have used are outcome measure, number of ad hoc group and safe samples carried out. The process measure was phlebotomy group and safe sample numbers, and the number of out-of-hours transfusions, which was the surrogate marker of efficiency, and the balance measure was phlebotomy workload. Pre-intervention data ran over 3 weeks, and the number of ad hoc group and saves were 12, which we use as 100% baseline. We ran 2 PDC cycles. The first one ran over 3 weeks, and the second one ran over 4 weeks. Post cycle 1 intervention, the data we had was showed that during those 3 weeks, the group and safe sample ad hoc is reduced down to 4. As you can see here, the baseline was 100% and it came down to 33% during cycle 1. Obviously, we saw a significant reduction in the number of group and safe sampling seen, and we carried on this project, and we thought we will have a discussion with the phlebotomy round in cycle 2. So in cycle 2, which ran over 4 weeks, we saw that the number of ad hoc group and safe was 4, but it obviously ran over a longer period. The total number of transfusion done were in the ward were 114. And as you can see, overall, from 100% down, came down to 33% in cycle 1 and down to 27% in cycle 2. The balance measure we discussed with the phlebotomy, and they supported the project, and they did not report of any increased workload. A suggestion was made by phlebotomy to put the forms of the group and safe in a designated place so they don't go missing. We discussed, we have seen progress and a good impact by this QIP. The barriers that we experienced were that we know a group and safe is only valid for 72 hours. So on Mondays, patients wouldn't have a valid group and safe, and ad hoc sampling has to be done. And if there's a new admission overnight, they might need ad hoc group and safe sampling because the form would not be filled out for them. As a conclusion, this QIP did have a positive impact. There was reduced ad hoc group and safe sampling. That was obviously by 67% and 73% later on. For the phlebotomists, they reported no increased workload as such. We did junior doctor education for preemptive form filling by obviously telling them face-to-face. We send out emails, and obviously we displaced our poster in the doctor's office. This quality improvement project has definitely a great impact on patient care because we know hematology patients are really difficult to bleed, and they have repeated blood sampling almost done daily. So for them to have repeated venipunctures would not be a great experience. And this QIP has definitely impacted on that and made their overall experience better. I hope you guys have learned something from this, and this QIP would help you to improve your practice in your hospitals as well. Thanks so much.